March 1967, USA. 2 hours later, the Pills run on stage at Forest Hills. They are greeted by thousands of voices from a packed stadium. The sound for Pills' audience is different somehow. Perhaps it's that the girls don't scream in quite the same way as they would at male stars, or maybe it's that there are more male voices raised in the crowd. Catherine has her guitar slung across her back, but her primary duty is keyboards. As the others take their places, she picks out a few notes, a mock virtuoso introduction to the opening song. As the keyboards spiral, Z produces a sound like approaching thunder, speeding up and building until the storm breaks over our heads, and suddenly all the instruments are there, and we are into Mais qu'est-ce qu'elle dit? It is very brief, played even faster than on record, with the chorus almost shouted by 4 voices. Penny mouthed the words but has no microphone. As it ends, Yeshim doodles with her guitar, producing a seemingly random pattern of extended and shrieking notes, until a rhythm starts to emerge. The pattern tightens and coalesces. Audrey starts slashing at her guitar, and the chords of The Wrong One become recognisable. This too is played fast and hard, giving the audience no time to breathe, until it ends with a crash, and Yeshim sweeps her guitar from her shoulders, taking the microphone and addressing the fans for the first time. "We have enjoyed this visit to America," she says. "This is the last gig." And the words sound slightly odd with her accent of this tour, but we will be back. The sound of a slight moan is superseded by a celebratory roar. Yeshim glances back, extends an arm to indicate Z. "Zelika," she shouts, both as introduction and excitation. She is the only one who ever uses Z's full name. Z takes the key with a short roll, and they're off again, this time with Don't Give Me Romance. Yeshim has laid her guitar at the foot of Katherine's keyboard and moves from side to side, engaging with the fans closest to the stage. At the moment, she is simply strutting, working up her energy. When she vacates a corner of the stage, Audrey moves up to fill it, sometimes thrusting her own instrument in the direction of the crowd as if forcing the music out over them. Where Yeshim's gait is something like that of a confident predator, Audrey darts and bounces like a puppy playing with an invisible ball. Catherine is anchored to her keyboard, but there is energy in her too, in her taut concentration and the fluid movement of her fingers. The guitar fills that appear on the record of Romance are taken tonight by the keyboard. Z's head is thrown back, her grin wide. She gives the impression she could sit there forever, pounding relentlessly away. She leans forward to add her voice to the chorus. Her forehead is shining. In contrast, Penny's head is often down, her face half hidden by her hair as she concentrates on her fretboard. She moves in time with the music, but stays in the same spot. When her bass is silent, she looks up, usually at Z, and smiles a quiet smile. She is the storm's calm centre. It is March in New York, but Yeshim is already streaming with perspiration. She discards her jacket. She's wearing a black sleeveless Givenchy dress, not unlike the one that can be seen on the cover of the new album, but rather shorter and with go-go boots rather than elegant stilettos. Penny is also wearing a dress, a classic white Valentino, and Rabanne boots, but the others are clad in more business-like fashion, dark denim and loose shirts. The Pills treat the audience to surging live versions of nearly every song on the Go Lightly album, slowing the pace briefly for One Word Away, and the last-minute edition, Songbirds, before finally answering the shouted request by tearing into Bow Down, their recent transatlantic #1 hit. Yeshim has restrained her performance for the TV appearances she has made here, but in front of a crowd there is no holding back. She invites the audience to worship and gives them something worthy of it. I can't accurately describe the spectacle. I imagine even the notorious Club Minskys rarely saw the like. At the end of the song, all the Pills suit the action to the word and bow before loping off. The fans invite them back with some enthusiasm. Eventually they come, and with another brisk introduction by Z, suddenly Audrey is in the spotlight, singing In It for Kicks, while Yeshim stands still for once and coaxes something remarkably like wit out of her guitar. The song is over in what seems like no time, but Audrey remains at the front and sings tandem with Yeshim on Carnaby Carnage, which starts off fast and actually speeds up, Z drumming for her life, but still managing to stop on a dime at the end. Catherine speaks into her microphone for the first time. Merci. Thank you, she says to the crowd. We hope you have enjoyed yourselves. This song, she hesitates, this song is for the women in the audience. It is not about us, it is about you. The Pills play Here We Stand from the first album, a statement of defiance and of courage. The 3 foremost Pills take 1 verse each, singing solo. The first time Catherine's singing voice has been heard alone. And if the audience expect it to be the final number, they're pleasantly surprised, For without a break, the Z sets up another strident rhythm, and we are into Where Are Those Smiles? This is clearly the last song, but suddenly Penny moves forward in a way that suggests she has been wanting to do this the entire evening, and joins Audrey at the microphone for the chorus. Yeshim gambles, grinds, and gyrates in a way that in turn suggests she has forgotten about the shortness of her dress, or perhaps not. Even Catalin is more animated, and Z is almost on her feet behind her kit. The chorus is a cry of triumph from 5 throats on the stage, and thousands more, female and male, all around. For the finale, Yeshim snatches up her guitar, and the sound is incredible, from audience and band. There is a crushing, rolling finish. The girls bob their heads briefly, and they're gone. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys of America, that was the Sweet Pills.